Here.
All ice machine.
More ice than you'd ever need. These two are gonna head out to winter South Dakota and get going on that one tank rebuild. It's a 1910 one tank. And the reason they're gonna split off is because it would be about a 7-hour drive to go there just for that one job. And so since we're already down here, we figured let's do it while we're down here so it's not so bad. It's gonna be 100 and some degrees though. And so we got an early start today. They're gonna try to get it done and get back as quick as possible. And then we're gonna keep working on the drill. But first I wanna show you something. Matt, that's just another 1895 drill. I've seen them all. Your videos are all the same, but are they? Why is this one got the rows in line? And what is going on here? Why does this one have a spiked closing wheel and trash cleaners up front? So the cool thing about this is an 1895 converted to a strip till machine. So the farmer took one of his 3 drills he had and he decided to repurpose it and make it into a strip till so that he could get all the nutrients down in strips. And the way he does that, you can't get enough rate down with one row. So he can put down, you know, if he needed full rate for one row, he can split it between 3 as there's 3 in line here. And if you've seen our big iron video where last year we had the main frame of a drill of an 1895, we actually highlighted this. We moved the rows, put them all in line, and just shared the idea. Well, I got the idea from Matt here, not me, Matt, the other Matt Whitler. And I've always been promoting it. I've been talking about it a lot. You can find these drills around for a pretty good price. You know, early 2000s, they're just not that much money. Yes, they need a lot of work oftentimes, but you can do some basic things and get them into a decent strip till machine, I think, which in a dry year could really prove valuable for not disturbing too much dirt, doing what you need it to do. So anyway, keep on the lookout for that. You know, just some neat things we see and we try to share them with you guys. All right, have a good trip, be safe. We'll see you soon.
Me and Isaac here, excited to get started on this 1910 John Deere air cart. Putting full stainless on one of them, tanks, and hopefully we can get it done before it gets too hot out. All right, little update video. We got all the tubes down. We're not replacing them. He's keeping them on the machine, so we have some ratchet straps up here so we don't bend any tubes. The meter housing is just about ready to drop. Isaac's gonna give her a couple more swings and she should be good to go. There. We'll get back to work and check on you later. Just checking back in here. It's gonna show us some progress. Isaac's just finishing putting the tubes back on there. Everything went pretty well. No major hiccups, so we're happy about that. Got nice new stainless meter housings, upper and lower kits on. Looking really good. We're hanging there at 106 degrees. We're in the shade, but it's still 106 in the shade, so doesn't help too much. But we're staying hydrated, and I think we'll be out of here in a couple of minutes with a happy farmer.
We're ripping through the row units here. We're driving out the closing wheel arm bushings, press wheel arm bushings. Greg's doing the closing wheel arm pins and bushings. You can see, look at the gunk in there. Even though these get greased twice a year and they get heavily greased, they get dirt in them pretty fast. They rebuilt these not too long ago, I think 2 years ago, when they put on new boots and discs. Unfortunately, they used parts that were direct replacement aftermarket. They're okay, but I think these ones are gonna do a lot better. All right, guys, so we are almost at the end of the work day, so to speak. How did it go, guys?
Good.
Good?
A little hot, a little warm, but
We're putting all new stuff on and things are gonna go together really fast. I had to next day air some stuff from Fargo. We had some things that the farmer added last minute. All right, talk to you soon. Here's the update, guys. We've got, as I said, all the closing alarm pivots done. You can see light at the end of the pivots. The main pin and bushings out. And as you can see, we've been just staging all the old parts, or if we're putting new parts on. This one's not gonna get any new boots or stabilizers, so there's less there. But we did decide to add these closing alarm pivots as well. Here's the back rank. The guys are putting in new bushings on the main open arm pivots, about halfway done there. I'm gonna come back through and put the pins in, and that should be a nice fix. All right, what's your problem? Why don't you get out of there? So for some reason, this thing was really hanging up. It could have been that we mushroomed this side a little bit. Yeah, that's probably what it was. It's out now. We are getting out of here. It's been a good day. End of day 2. We're gonna go get some rest. We'll see you back out here the next day, day 3, and hopefully we're gonna get her done day 3. Might have been flax over there. Start of day 3 here near Pierce, South Dakota, Agar, South Dakota. I think we're gonna get most of it done today. We are gonna get the assembly done of the drill and the cart, and then we probably have to do the wireless blockage and the hose tomorrow morning, and then we'll leave tomorrow noon-ish, hopefully. All right, we're gonna have a good day, I think. It's going good. We've got the press alarm pivot seals, bushings installed. These are the greaseless ones from Needham Ag. We've got some of the parts for these coming today, air freight from Ready. Greg is down in the middle of it, putting these bushings in with the air impact. Isaac and Garrett are gonna commence on this beautiful 550 bushel cart. They already got one tank installed for the most part. Just the lower kit is remaining, but they got 2 more to go. And you guys are experts now after doing a couple before. Let's get after it. Here we have the spring spacers going in, and I'm finishing up the main pins installation up front. All right, back at it. We just had a UPS drop-off box of spacers that we needed.
at least it's the
That's what's holding us up from doing these bad boys. We only had 10, and so we got to about right there, and now we can do the rest of the drill. The other thing is our closing wheel springs and our plugs for these greaser coils. We've had a few stubborn seed tubes in the boots, and so I'm gonna torch those heads off. Greg's putting these stabilizers in, which as you can see are here. He's about halfway done with the rear rank. Back at her, I'm gonna go braze a hole and fix the front ranks. So Greg over here is having fun, probably working up a sweat. So we are replacing, and he's actually measuring them. We're gonna make a matrix so that we know exactly how many feet and which run gets that many feet for this configuration. Ethan's cleaning out the holes here. That's so the tube goes in better. Okay, so Isaac's over here enjoying cutting hose.
Oh yeah.
Do you just like cutting hose, or are you just doing this for a reason?
That's not bad.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mimic what we took off, and that's this. We're gonna start hitting the IS install, IS Recon blockage monitor install up here. Obviously the hose, that's really kind of our final step, but we're still waiting on a package from UPS. We gotta wait till that other box comes. We're on the end of day 3. This is a big rebuild, but we're getting a lot done. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Out. Well, good morning. We are packing up for our last day here. Something excited that we're looking forward to today is not only being done and going home, I'm gonna check out the combines running in the field today, hopefully. We're gonna go check out the air cart that we got as well as part of this deal. Worked out a deal with the farmer who had several of these drills and carts, but he wanted his other one in really good shape. So we worked out a deal where I traded him for this 550 bushel cart, his second one. And so we're gonna get that home. We're gonna hopefully exhibit it or display it at Big Iron this year. Rebuild the whole thing. It's very similar to the one that we're working on. It's actually the same year, 2015, a 550 bushel, like I said. So it's a nice size cart, and I think it's gonna be sold by Big Iron. We're gonna get out of here. This is Gettysburg, South Dakota. We got about a 20-25 minute drive to Agar. Let's get going. How does it feel to be on the last row, Garrett?
Feeling like nothing other.
We are just getting the last of the hose on the rear towers. The IAS is essentially mounted and done. And then Ethan, he has put on the gauge wheels. He's tightened all the press wheel arm pivots. Now we just went through and did a closing wheel arm with our heavy duty spring here. I gotta go though, because there's something out here that we traded for this job. Ah, here it is. So I own an air cart. All right, so Ethan and I are on the home stretch. This is all the hardware that we have to put on. We've got all this heavy duty springs hung. And you can see I got one that I put on as a demo. All this second rank is done, the front rank is done. We are tag teaming here, taking every other row, and it is going fast. I've got a special guest with me who's going to share his story of what we've done on his farm with his equipment. With me today, I've got Matt Whitler Farms here in Agar, South Dakota, and we're just wrapping up a pretty big rebuild on your equipment. You have this decision to make on who to go through. What caught your interest and your eye on going with Ready, and why did you choose Ready?
Well, you know, I met you a few years ago. You have a very elaborate knowledge of the drill, and in different parts of the country people want different things, want them to perform differently, and you had access to all of the things that I was needing. Very knowledgeable crew. It's nice when able, intelligent hands are on your machinery. So
well, thanks again, Matt. We look
bet.
forward to staying connected with you and seeing how things go in the next several years. And you know, when you're ready to trade this thing or to sell it someday, maybe I'll be the one buying it, so we'll see.
there you go.
All right.
I'll hold you to that.
Okay, yeah, thanks. I used to do this as a kid, ride with my grandpa every day. They seeded this wheat with the John Deere 1895. Despite the drought, they've been getting a pretty good yield, 35 to 50 bushel. They've been very surprised, been very thankful. Good weight, good protein. That's a wrap on their wheat harvest this year. Just caught the last sliver here. And that's a wrap on our drill rebuild. We are excited to be done with that drill and cart. We get to go home tonight. It's gonna be late. We'll probably get home at midnight. And what a great way to finish, huh? Get to see some harvesting. Stripper header just basically comes and it's got little fingers that pull the heads right off the stalk. Yeah, pretty neat operation. Wherever you're at out there, if you got a drill, need some help on it, whether you wanna do the work or you need it done, give us a shout. Hey, see what we can do to help you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. And thanks for supporting your farmers. All right. God bless. Take care.